Yo, what is going on YouTube? What's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today? Welcome back. So we're going to be diving into The Cure, the love song. This is a donation request via Buy Me a Coffee. So thank you so much for the support in that way. Really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and read it. It says, "Hi Sean, so many fantastic reactions lately. Especially loved your end of the line one. I would like to request The Cure love song. Thank you and hope you're having a great weekend." Yo, appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am having a great one. Hope you are as well, including everybody here enjoying the reaction. Thank you guys for all tuning in with me today. So The Cure, this is going to be the second on the channel. The first one that we did, I believe, was The Forest, and I remember listening to that one and we got to find out that it's I want to say the term was gothic metal, that they kind of helped push that out, and their earlier inspirations for gothic metal that I ended up finding out on the channel were like along the lines of the Doors' Riders on the Storm, right? So that was one of the earliest kind of pushes for gothic metal, and I think that's kind of maybe what The Cure built their theme around. I'm not too sure. This will be the only second time I'm diving into it, but the first one, man, I remember listening to that song, getting that ambience, that atmospheric sound going on, man. I thought it was so cool. So I'm excited to see what we're getting with the love song and understanding even more about The Cure here today. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the donation request. Let's go ahead and get my second screen set back up, and here we go. All right, here we go. Love song. All right, I had to turn the volume back up. I always remember, like, right at the start, I got to do that. Here we go. How they're starting this.
Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am home again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am whole again.
Like sound over here.
You make me feel like I am fun again. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will
so beachy, but the sound is gothic.
You make me feel like I am free again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am clean again. However far away,
every section is fire.
I will always love you. However long
this thing is actually fire. So fire that I could play it back right now and just listen to it all over again. That thing is so good. So I don't know if you can call the Cure music sexy. This thing's sexy right here. All right, you have so many elements of different styles of music that I've listened to coming in with the gothic keys. Like I said, organ. I don't know if it's actually an organ, okay, but it definitely sounds organ style. And I know like your synth keyboards and whatnot, you have all these different styles. So we'll see if they actually use an organ in the production of this. But you have that going on so throughout the track. It's like a haunting, beautiful, like gothic cathedral kind of sound going on over here. But then you get the guitar work that's going on, and it almost sounds beachy. It totally gave me like beach vibes, guitar, okay? And it's got that surf quality to it with a gothic track that brings it down. So it's not so light and fluffy. This is like almost a dark love song, okay, with the ambience going on with it, the atmosphere that they provide once again with the song. It makes it like a darker love song. And maybe the imagery helps here, right? With the dark flowers, the lipstick, the eyeliner, the darker tones going on here, the contrast. Love it, man. So you get that going on. You definitely get keys at some point in here. His voice, though, just carries the tune. And that's one thing that I say with this kind of music, I think is just so important, that you find somebody whose voice matches the atmosphere, the theme, right? The sound that you're going for. And his does it so well right here. I'm just haunted by it. Once again, that the way that you can work, and let me know if you guys are getting that vibe. It might just be me and my novice like listening, but like I said, I'm getting the dark gothic sound with like a beachy guitar work but the dark sound surrounding it totally changes the effect that beach vibe is giving you. I don't know, man. This thing was beautiful. This is a great song right here from The Cure. Probably currently my favorite now. This thing was fire. This thing was fire. All right, so checking out Lovesong. All right, this song was released in 1989, considered gothic rock and post-punk. All right, the songwriters Robert Smith, Simon Gallup, Poor Thompson, Roger O'Donnell, Boris Williams, and Lowell Tolhurst. Okay, so digging into this one, we've got this released by the English rock band, of course, in 1989. The song saw considerable success in the United States, where it reached the number 2 position in October 1989 and became the band's only top 10 entry onto the Billboard Hot 100. In the United Kingdom, the single charted at number 18, and it peaked 20 in Canada. Man, well, United States did you good, The Cure, letting you are helping you get to the number 2 position, man, because this thing was excellent, and I'm happy that it at least reached that high, if not number 1. So amazing stuff, man. This thing's just, it's such a nice song. It's such a different song, right? For those of you that are with me almost here like every day listening to what I listen to, or at least seeing what I listen to, there's been nothing like this song. Not even the Lash Cure song is like this song. This is Alone on this channel. This was a beautiful sound, man, and I hope they did more just like this. This thing was crazy good. The song is performed in when we go into like I guess the riffs and the chords that it's played in, I don't know much about that, so I try to skip over that part because it wouldn't click for me quite. So the lyrics are simple, with each verse having the same structure. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm something again. Speaking of its simplicity and unusual upbeat nature compared to the other tracks on Disintegration, Robert Smith stated, they call this an upbeat nature compared. I guess it is kind of upbeat, but in comparison to a lot of the music I listen to, this is definitely an upbeat, but they're saying in comparison to, I guess, their style and other songs on the track, this is probably about as upbeat as you get on that track. Really makes me wonder what the rest of that is sounding like. So it's an open show of emotion. It's not trying to be clever. It's taken me 10 years to reach the point where I feel comfortable singing a very straightforward love song. And maybe that's part of it. It says it's taken him 10 years to reach the point where he felt comfortable singing a very straightforward love song. And maybe it's funny because I hear it and I'm like, man, this is kind of still like a darker kind of love song. And maybe that's, I don't know, if it took him 10 years to get comfortable to that point, maybe that had an effect on the way he still ended up giving this song to the world, right? Maybe you can still see some of that conflict, some of that struggle to get to this point, you know. But I thought that was a beautiful song, man. Like I said, I don't know if you can call this a beautiful song. To me, that was a beautiful song, man. Everything about it, the sounds, really made this thing, man. All right, really wanted to see the personnel. Okay, so we got Robert Smith on vocals, guitar, keyboard, Simon on bass guitar, Pearl on guitar, Boris on drums percussion, Roger on keyboards, Lowell on other instruments, and Mark Saunders on the remix. So we don't see an organ, but we see two keyboards. Okay, so I don't know. That's what it sounded like to me was it sounded like an organ. So let me know if you guys thought it sounded like that too and if they just set their keyboards up to sound like that. But that thing was awesome. I was really hoping that they were actually using an organ on the track, but you know. All right, well, I really appreciate the donation request right here. This thing was fire. I can't wait to listen to it again and probably again and again. And this is one I got to show the kids and see if they like this style of music. This thing was dope. This thing is awesome. I try to say occasionally certain songs where I would listen to them, what they make me think about I would be doing when I would listen to them. I would say this could fit anywhere in my life, right? I could be on an airplane. I could be chilling in my house. I could be on a car ride. I could be at work. Like, this is all around just a great song to listen to at any point, I feel like. I don't know, man. It's just different, but it's got a very good vibe. It's got a very good vibe. Just put me in a good mood. And it's a very untraditional sound, to me at least. So I appreciate it. Thank you for putting me onto this one, man. I hope all of you enjoyed rocking with me here today. If you did, please let me know by liking, subscribing, checking out the descriptions down below for other ways you can help the channel, including becoming a member here on my YouTube, my Patreon, or donation requests. All right, guys, those are great ways to support me if you're enjoying the content. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.